All right, welcome back here, Calling The Audible. We are getting ready for NBA Finals. We're talking about podcast here. Yes. The only people watching this podcast, Marc-Andre Delaunay and Louis Bouzin.
Maybe not. Not Division C.
Not NBA fans, those guys.
Yeah, but they're not Division C players either.
No.
Well, Marc-Antoine Desaulniers made an argument a couple of years ago, or about a year ago with me, saying...
Who's Marc-Antoine?
Sorry, Marc-Andre. A guy, man. I'm getting old. Marc-Andre Desaulniers made a comment about a year ago to me that NCAA players are better than NBA players, which I said was ludicrous because the NBA is composed of the best NCAA players. So just like...
Men.
No, but I just meant like...
Feeder
they were the best of that group. So it can't...
You're talking about people that don't watch basketball.
It's a feeder system.
But it can't be true.
But he doesn't watch basketball, so he just assumes that he's right.
He also said that he didn't like the NBA because it's just man defense, which has not been true for 10 years.
So like I said, it's because he doesn't know basketball.
Correct.
Well,
Okay.
it's okay, Marc-Andre.
Let's dive into it.
Will we?
Head
first
so
or feet
Huffmen,
Oh,
led
boy.
by Korwalowski. We saw the game.
Oh, boy.
So what did they do?
That was awful.
So Korwalowski, quarterback. Who's a better quarterback option, Korwalowski
Tam.
or Terry Tam?
Terry Tam. Unless Corey Woloski
53-6
figures it out.
final? Was it
56. Yo, honestly,
53-6?
I've never seen that much of a beating in my life. And honestly, it's not even...
I can
53-6?
That could have been bad. I'll
What?
say that off air. No, I'll just say that. I'll say it later.
53-6. I watched that game and I was like, Corey, do you know that you're not playing for the other team?
Keyport luck too, eh?
Yeah.
Like they
But Jeff
scored 20
Rosenblatt, he
points
just took
on
advantage
average.
Jeff Rosenblatt, he just took advantage of all their
Well,
miscues.
Jeff Rosenblatt coming off the high of having beaten Kevin Wyatt,
Yes, which also helped.
which we'll talk about later tonight.
Yes.
He also pulled himself out of the game because they were up by so much. So, like, sportsmanship.
Poor sportsmanship.
I like sportsmanship.
No, poor sportsmanship.
Yeah, can't celebrate.
You
Can't celebrate.
You should
Can't
celebrate more, and you should put more points on the board.
Yeah.
That's real sportsmanship.
Is
he,
that-
he disrespected the other team by pulling himself up.
Can't celebrate. Can't
Yeah.
celebrate.
He's saying, you're not even worth my time.
Can't.
Well, you took up most of his time, and then he pulled himself out towards the end of the time.
Exactly. You should have kept scoring, you should have kept celebrating.
Kept scoring, kept
Like
celebrating.
a real sportsman.
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't know, man. Corey, yes, I understand. It was your first game with Huffman. But, like,
It's
that was
tough
brutal.
when your quarterback is like
That was
the way you
brutal.
call your plays is different than the last
but, like-
guy. The speed is different. The timing is different.
No,
But
it's
Corey
just
was
like,
awful.
it was awful. There was just one pick that was tipped. That's it. All the rest were purely Corey's fault. Unfortunately, he's a better quarterback than 4 picks. But like, man, that was you gotta clean
I think
it
it's a
up.
lack of connection with those guys.
No, it's not. Yeah, but that's driving off the fact that they haven't played with each other yet.
That's what I'm saying. Lack of connection. They didn't
Yeah.
have that rapport yet.
Yeah, that was.
But what does that say about Terry Tam's quarterback career now? Is it all but over?
No.
It's the wrong division.
I think.
He's a Division D quarterback.
So this is what happens: is Terry, most of the guys he plays with in his higher division team, and guys he knows don't fit in lower division.
That's true.
So unfortunately, he's gonna have to say goodbye to some guys
Or make new friends.
and make new friends in lower divisions. Because Terry's fine. He actually was getting better. The results didn't show that, but if you watched his games, he was improving week to week. But like he just doesn't want to ruin the season for everyone. So I think if they lose next game, he'll go back to playing quarterback because the season's basically lost.
So the Eli Manning and this is his like moment here, because Eli Manning got benched, brought back,
Oh, yes.
benched, and here he is again.
Speaking of Eli Manning, you think he's going to lose the week 1 spot to Mr. Jones?
No.
No, not yet.
He won't at all.
Maybe after the first quarter he will.
Maybe after his retirement.
After the first quarter.
Maybe after the first
It's
quarter.
Maybe
the
after his
Giants, guys.
retirement.
Relax. They're not going to make changes. They won't do things that make sense.
Okay, so the battle of Chris's, okay?
Chris's.
Yeah, Pineapple Express against Stoics.
Chris Olsen versus Chris Rivet.
So Chris Olsen, who doubles as a pass rusher extraordinaire for the Pineapple
Extraordinaire.
Emphasis on doubles.
Emphasis.
So Chris Rivet is running, and it was a collision of forces. And
So as Chris Rivet described it, he said that Chris Olsen rolled up onto his leg.
So yeah, but that's what I was going to come up to, right?
You were there. I didn't see it, so I
So-
only have like
The
one
word
side
of the
story.
victim.
So Chris Rivet, who we know very well, he's the lead camera guy for Games of the Week here. at
Great
FPL.
job, game of the week, making me look very handsome.
Absolutely. Chris Rivet is phenomenal. Like, he's the best of the best. So anyway, so he's rushing, and the quarterback rushing with the ball, and Chris Olsen was tracking him down. The collision of 2 cars coming at each other, and all of a sudden you see a dust
What kind of cars?
I'm going to go Chris Olsen being a
Minivan.
sleek Nissan.
Nope. Minivan.
Can one of them be a Ford Pinto?
No.
Chris
maybe,
Rivet.
maybe Chris Rivet was the Ford
Okay,
Pinto.
so anyway.
Or a smart car.
So a dust of tire pellets, this comes out of nowhere like an atomic
Chris
bomb.
Olsen's a Dodge Caravan.
Dodge Caravan.
Like
There
a
you go.
1990s
Grand
Dodge
Caravan.
Caravan.
Voyager.
Grand Caravan.
And so the dust of pellets flies up in the air, and all of a sudden you see two guys trash talking each other. Chris Olsen, yo, bro, what are you trying to lower your shoulder on me for, bro? That's not football. And Chris Rivet is like, yo, you're dirty, man. You try to go on my knees, man. What's up with that? A lot of bleep, 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 bleep. I was like, oh my God, am I seeing Chris Rivet almost get a near OC for trash talking Chris Olsen?
So when I spoke to Chris Rivet, he said he basically stopped and walked away because
He didn't want to
he
get
didn't want to get an OC because he's quarterback.
Honestly, to be honest, I've never seen Chris Rivet lose his mind.
I will say when you're quarterback, and honestly, so like I'll ask you a question, Mo.
Yes.
Did Chris Olsen roll up on it?
No. No, sorry. I'm mixing the Chris. No, Chris Olsen.
Did he roll into
I
his
don't
legs?
think he felt his legs, but I don't think it was intentional. I
Okay.
just think he just not
So,
rush
but-
the quarterback.
When that happens as a quarterback, so let's give him credit. Let's say it's not intentional, right?
Yes.
So it's not intentional. Fine, cool. That said, when it happens to his quarterback, there's nothing more vulnerable than when you're going to release the ball, and you're not even looking at what's happening below you, and you get hit in the legs. So I understand Chris Rivet's reaction, and it's
That'll
cool
probably
that
be
he didn't
everybody's
lose his cool
reaction.
because in the past, when the only times I've ever gotten OCs is for that. Is I get up screaming because I hate that. That's the worst feeling in the world.
That actually happened in my game this past weekend where my quarterback, the rusher, was going and just tripped, basically lost his footing and landed in my quarterback's like knees and lower legs. And they gave him a UR basically saying you have to be in control of your
Yes.
body. That's a dangerous play.
Well, we changed that on rules committee because we made that OC. We changed the mechanics so the referees can see that because especially in low divisions, guys play undisciplined and they just charge the guys.
But you know, the game, that was whatever, a storyline. But the storyline of the game was that Pineapple Express were late. They had 3 guys before coin toss, had to call both timeouts, and they still won the football game. So I think Stoics blew this game. And
What's wrong with Stoics?
I don't know. I think Chris Rivet has not recovered from that playoff loss that he suffered in the winter season.
Yeah, but he also lost.
Okay, but like, what's the
he
football
also lost
reason?
2 key players
Vinny Galano?
and Alex Holloway.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, look, they replaced it with Will Power, who
doesn't fit Chris Rivet's system,
No.
unfortunately.
No, he's
Fair.
kind of lost in there.
He's just a receiver. Like he doesn't have he doesn't really connect. They don't connect yet. They have to play longer together to connect. Once a receiver and his quarterback connect, like telepathically, let's say.
I mean,
Then
that said,
you're
he's
better
got 24 catches
Yeah,
on the season.
but it's all the same kind of route. He's not using willpower to the point of what he can actually do. Like the routes that he throws to willpower are drags and slants. Willpower is a deep guy.
Yep.
Well, at least when I've seen him, he's
Yeah,
a
he's
deep
great
guy.
at.
He
He's a
gets
ball
up there.
winner. Like he's a guy
He
who gets the ball in
up
the
to-
air.
he's
Like, who
yeah.
does he prefer as a quarterback, left-handed quarterback? Peasy or Chris Rivet, willpower? If you ask him right now, you put a gun to his head, willpower.
It'll probably be Pease.
Who do you prefer as a quarterback?
It'll probably be
Peasy
Pease.
or Rivet?
I'd say it
I mean,
Pease
if you
because they
base
played
it on
longer.
what the number
And the connection is
the
what.
numbers he puts up would be me, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But
It would also
mean,
be you because he's played with you longer.
I think Chris is better than me. It's
No, I'm not saying that
it's,
he's not. I'm just saying if
You
I
could
was
say,
Will,
you could say I'm better. That's okay.
you're not. You're not better. Willpower's connection with you, Pease, is obviously better than him and Chris Rivet. So that's why I say he would choose you.
There's a play like where, and I've only gotten this with Will is that it's in the back of the end zone. I throw the ball at 9 or 10 feet in the air and he just catches
he
it.
gets it.
And I don't need I don't have that timing with anybody else. I don't know if Will has that timing necessarily with anybody
No.
else. You know what I mean?
But
So
which is what I was saying. He's misused in the sense. Yes, he has 24 catches, but it's not what he usually does.
The thing is, like, I know for myself, I had to change my style of play to fit
custom-
having
yeah.
willpower in the team, and I feel Chris Rivet may need to do that in order to maximize the guy's talent.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
but other than that, on the team, like, it's not just Will. Like, there's a lot of talent on Stoics, and a lot of guys who have been there for a while, like Alex Godet. Mason Negrani is a guy who's very valuable on both sides of the ball.
He had a couple of drops.
Justin
though.
Santola's on this team.
Yeah,
like-
but
They
he's
had
more
some
of
They
a.
had some drops though. They had some
Mesa
bad
is more
drops.
of a defensive guy.
Yeah, they had bad drops though.
yeah.
Chris
Like-
Rivet needs offensive help.
Yeah, I understand, but Mason Negrani, if he's your like 3 or 4 receivers,
No, it's a good
he's
option.
solid. You know.
It's a good option.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Game of the week was POP commission. You were
This
there
week?
for that? Yeah, in Papineau. You were there for the game, right? In Papineau on Sunday.
Well, I wasn't. I didn't watch that game.
Oh,
What
never
was
mind.
happening on that field?
Never mind. Any games that caught your attention though from Division C?
From Division C, like I said, I missed out most of the.
I was there for Simon Says against Jagerbomb.
I saw the Huffman game and we spoke about
That's a waste. We had that good laugh though of the near debauchery by. Sorry, I beg your pardon.
No, it's wrong division.
Yeah, it's wrong division. But Simon Says completely dominant over Jagerbomb. Jagerbomb never recovered. They scored the first 8
I
points.
saw glimpses of that game.
Yeah, they scored the first 8 points. Without maybe it would be close, but then they never recovered. They had a couple of stops on fourth down where they were stopped on offense, and Simon Says just outclassed them and just ran away with the game with ease. No hiccups at all.
Yeah, it's look the team that's Simo's put together is excellent.
Yeah.
When all the pieces are there, they're going to be the best team in the division.
Is he quarterback of the year?
Yeah. I gave Justin Blanchard shit. I said, if you make him quarterback of the year, I swear
I
to God,
said
we're not
that too.
friends.
You mean he's actually
I
going
said you're
to
making him look
earn
good.
an all-star position?
Yeah, he's not going to give himself an all-star. Well, he probably.
So
he
hold on.
still
Here's
will,
a question for you. So at the end of the year, we supposedly vote on these awards. So does
We don't. It's just Simo.
So does he
By
have to
himself.
absolve himself of the voting of?
No,
he
'cause
gave
he's
himself
gonna
an
vote
all-star.
The only way he can absolve himself is by not voting himself all-star this season, thus making it even. Right? So not getting one when you deserve it and getting one when you don't deserve it, samesies.
Yeah, samesies.
And really,
yeah.
that's all we're looking
But
for.
you know what? I don't know what's happened with Simon Duchesne. I just thought he'd be better now, but it's
Wait, it's still early in the season for Jagerbomb.
it's halfway.
Yeah, usually week 6.
Yeah, you're going to win 5 straight.
Week 6, 7 is when they
Are you
show
out of
up.
your mind? You haven't seen this already? Like, this
I
is
know.
the same.
I know.
It's like Glow Gang.
Goal gang.
The higher division
60
goal
nothing win victory for them. No,
60-0 win.
big win for them over the thing. Sweat and Beers big win over All Hooks minus Seal Levine though. So do you take anything from this victory over a Seal Levine-less roster?
Well, obviously it's different. But honestly, they still put up... How many points did they put up?
40
points. And CO Levine is a huge part of the All Hooks team, but like the All Hooks defense is usually good. Whether
Well,
he's
Andrew
there or
Carruthers had a marvelous game, 120 yards on 6 catches, 4
Marvelous.
TDs.
not. Marvelous.
It was marvelous.
Sublime.
Andrew Carruthers. I
I
always
mean-
thought it was Carruthers.
I never know what to make of Sweat and Beers week to week. Like-
Sweat and Beers is always different,
I don't know if they're...
But
I don't know
they
if they're
thought they were
good.
going to lose this game, though. They're like, oh, we were missing some guys.
which is hilarious.
and
But they
won.
always come into games.
They
that
always,
way.
yeah, legit.
It's
legit.
a
They
small
always
roster.
think-
They've had injuries. They're
Yeah.
a lot of the guys are older.
Okay.
All right, I don't know. Just to make sure if it was.
Windows decided now's a good time to tell me the virus scan is complete.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Even though I didn't start it, I didn't ask for it. I didn't
Worst
schedule
case,
it.
worst case, plan B.
Plan B.
Perfect.
Exactly. What my
I was
favorite
just saying before,
country.
PZ.
What?
I was just saying before.
Yeah, so it's there's some older guys, so they're dealing
That's
dealing
true.
with some injuries. Whether it's Bobby Spaghetti's back,
Great name.
whether it's got
Just
like
change
Andrew
your name.
Carruthers getting
Just
over beat
change
up.
your name to Bobby Spaghetti's.
Yeah, just Eagle,
Just do it.
Maestro, Musica. No, change his name to Bobby Spaghetti's. Nope.
Not yet, at least.
By Maestro Musica, I mean do something else.
But yeah, it was a big win. People would say it's tainted because they didn't have their quarterback all hooks, but like
I mean, but
You
like
still
so
put up 40
at this
points,
point, I
man.
don't think Jeremy White's that much worse than Seal Living.
no.
No, but I think Seal Levine brings a different element of creativity.
does.
He
He
can
does.
provide a little bit more.
I mean, but like, what else do you want from your quarterback? You got 5 touchdowns and your defense got a pick 6. You're gonna win
But
that game more.
do you want Jeremy White throwing to Theo Living, or do you want Theo Living throwing to Jeremy White?
Seal Levine.
Option
Jeremy
2.
White.
of course.
But I'm saying if you don't have the choice of having Seal, it's not like Seal Levine was benched. Like the guy is somewhere tropical, I imagine.
I
So
feel like he is also on vacation.
He'll be scheming and
Must be living the best
I'm
life. he gets.
convinced. He said hi to me in the parking lot 2 weeks ago, and then didn't play his game. But then I was told he wasn't there. So I don't know.
And his brother doesn't really look like him.
No, not at all. So the thing is, I actually feel it's not a huge downgrade. And Jeremy White did 9 times out of 10, you're gonna win that game.
Yeah.
If you have
Yeah.
this kind of night, you're gonna win that
39
game.
points, yo, with that stat line, you're not getting a win. Defense had to work. Yeah. But good on Sweat and Beers, man. They've been struggling. They found out.
it's a big win for them.
Huge win.
Huge win for them.
Huge win. Whether it's with a full roster against them or not, it's a big win.
All right,
That is
it's
a
now
big
time for our relationship advice here. It's either stable or unstable relationship right now for these teams at the midpoint of the season.
Our relationship with them or their relationships with themselves?
Our relationship with them.
Okay.
So you can be very transparent in your thoughts here. So, game changers, Easy Jake Oven, they're both 5-0. Are they stable or unstable?
Which one?
Both teams.
Which team?
Game changers or Easy Jake Oven. Are they stable or unstable relationships?
I think I'm in it for the long term with game changers, but with Easy Jake Oven,
I don't like their playbook.
Smash and dash for me.
Super annoying.
Just smash and dash.
Their playbook is super annoying.
Yeah.
Honestly, just throw it up and he'll catch it. Kevin Smoother. There you go. That's it. That's the playbook, and it works.
So they're stable. Stable.
It's stable. But if head to head, I'd probably choose Dream Chasers, to be honest. Dream Chasers.
Game changers.
Game changers. Yeah, that's my
Team
bad.
chasers.
Yeah, game changers. Because they're also a complete roster, and they have a better.
And they were in a weird game against Junkyard Dogs where it always felt like they were losing, but they were in it the entire time.
Yeah,
It felt like Junkyard Dogs were destroying them, and then I was like, oh no, they're not.
no,
It's a close game.
they're just chilling.
And but like, because Antoine Saki's like every second completion was basically a touchdown, so he was missing targets.
Yeah.
But when he would connect, it was for a big
It
score.
was a touchdown. Yeah.
All right. So we look at Keyport Lock, stable or unstable relationship?
Unstable.
Unstable.
Really? Why do you say unstable for?
Because like, is Jeff Rosenblatt a guy you can trust that when you get home after a long day of work, the house is clean, the kids are taken care of, food's on the table, or is he the kind of guy that he's gonna just like, spend the evening putting money into the machines at the bar?
No, maybe not to that extent, but I do see Jeff Rosenblatt.
I think that's the extent.
No, I'm gonna go back to the
His
when
his
you
style
get
of
home.
play is machines at the bar.
When you get home, you're gonna have the kids' dinner is chips. The house is gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
The laundry will not be taken care of.
Yeah, to go to bed.
What am I
The
gonna wear
kids-
tomorrow?
That's
What am
it.
I gonna wear tomorrow, Rose?
He's gonna take out some dirty shirt. There you go. That's good enough.
Trash.
Yeah. I wouldn't see.
Call this laundry?
You think his house was one of those like fancy automatic locks? Like people
I
can just
feel like
drop
his
off
house
stuff
is
in the
bigger than all of ours
entranceway?
combined.
Or like
It's got the Amazon drone locks.
yeah,
I can see that.
Keyport
Again,
Amazon
retail.
lock.
Amazon.
Could be. All right. Dreambreakers, Backyard Bullies, Glow Gang. Are they stable or unstable relationships right
Who's
now?
this?
Dreambreakers, Backyard Bullies, and Glow Gang.
Glow Gang, no.
Backyard Bullies, I see them as a team. Like there's something holding me back, but I really want to take them home to my parents.
They're good guys.
Yeah,
They're good guys.
but
they're
they
stable.
should be a better team.
They should be.
And Rich Humes looks healthy.
Yeah, but there's always that injury in his head. That's why.
It is like
Because
the lack of mobility right now is in his head, I believe.
when I saw him play, you can see like he got sacked because I think with all due respect, he doesn't. It's that mental block of, my God, if I take off, will I tear my ACL again? And
Yeah.
I understand where he's coming from because you don't want to do that again. It's
No.
that mental hurdle he has to overcome. So anyway,
But yeah, Glow Gang is not. Glow Gang is at the point of the season that they do not care.
Yeah,
And they have a 16
So they're
nothing
unstable.
win
so
in
like,
their
but
belt.
as a relationship though,
they're unstable.
how do you feel about that?
They're unstable.
They're a bunch of players. Cheaters. Don't trust them.
Yeah,
I don't trust them to be good. But that's in the relationship.
like their
standpoint.
style of play right now is they might get home and they get into bed and they're still wearing a used condom. That's their style of play.
Their style of play is also they're going, and when they're making love to a wife or whatever, they say a mistress's name. Yeah, that's it. That's
Hello,
good.
Mulva. What?
Mulva.
Who's Mo? What kind of name is that, Mo? Mulva.
Seinfeld reference.
Well,
Sorry, Mo, we're not as old as you.
yeah,
No,
Mo.
Sorry.
Actually, you are.
I am old.
Okay, A Squad, Junkyard
A
Dogs.
squad.
A squad.
A
Just a
Squad,
squad.
Junkyard Dogs, KGP, and the Huffmen. Those are the 4 teams outside the
Huffmen are
playoffs. Are they stable or unstable?
Huffmen are done. Honestly, I don't see them making the playoffs. They're out. They're out of contention.
Who?
Huffman.
Huffman. Well, they got to win the rest of their games.
Yeah, but they're not going to.
I don't think they'll win the rest of their games.
No.
Well, they win at least 2 games.
No.
No, maybe one.
One
probably
with
go
Terry
1-9.
returning a quarterback week 9.
Okay, so here's a question for you. The Huffmen have given up 187 points. They're on pace to give up. They're on pace to give up
So many
370s.
points.
So they're on pace to give up
That's
370. What's more likely to happen? Them giving up 350 points against, or gym class heroes getting 100 points for the season?
What's more likely?
Yeah, 'cause
What are Gym Class Heroes at?
52 points.
No, Gym Class
Jesus.
Heroes are gonna reach 100 points.
You're gonna get 100 points. It's so hard not to get 100 points.
Like honestly,
Like at some point you fall into it.
yeah.
It has been a riot so far. It has been a running riot so far.
But yeah, so like I think Huffman. But why do they allow so many points? Is it just that their offense always leaves them in bad position?
I
You
think
know
'cause-
what? You know what I've seen out of the Huffman games? They get so discouraged on offense that they don't want to play defense.
But I think what it is that
That's all it's been.
the unfortunate situation of Terry's stat line of having so many INTs has enabled teams to get extra possessions. That
Yeah.
they've converted
That's also
for
true. And
touchdowns,
they also
right?
see, well, fuck this game. I can't do anything. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm
Okay,
done.
Simon says mercenaries, are they stable or unstable? And
Simon
think
says
hard
stable.
about mercenaries being
Nah,
stable or
mercenaries will
unstable.
Honestly, I like Mercenaries a lot. So for a while,
Mercenaries
Gino
are one option
DeFazio had trouble building a lower division team.
One option team.
But now the team is excellent.
Right.
Isaiah Lard is the
He's the guy.
most useful player in
Yeah.
FPF
Yeah.
at all positions.
Yeah.
Then we have Simo says to me is the best roster.
Yeah. The roster is ridiculous, and they keep bringing in these young guys.
So, by the way, a
But
little,
again, that's to me the future of FPF is
Yeah.
recruiting.
You
low
got to look
divisions.
at.
I remember talking to Simo last season saying, "Hey, if you need to find guys, all of unknown talent are available to you."
Yeah. Yeah. Legit.
all right. Pineapple Express, stable or unstable?
Pineapple Express found their rhythm.
Think hard.
Unstable. I think there's gonna be roster inconsistency moving
No, but
forward.
I've seen. Yeah, but that's a different story. But like, if the roster is sustained, then they're good. They're gonna be good to go.
POP Commission, they're both 3 and 2. Are they stable or unstable?
Who's this?
POP and Commission.
POP, man, I've seen them
Both.
escape with wins, man.
Both stable. Both are look, they're led by good quarterbacks. Both well-rounded teams.
Yeah.
I see them both making deep runs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Jagerbomb, stable or unstable?
Stable in a week.
Unstable but like just potential. Like it's the one in a movie that if they just take off their glasses and get their hair out of the bun, you know they're hot.
Oh, right. Makes sense.
All right.
10 things I hate about you.
So you have All Hooks, Stoics, Sweat and Beers, Gym Class Heroes. So All Hooks, Stoics, Sweat and Beers, Gym Class Heroes. Are they stable or unstable, those 4 teams?
Gym Class Heroes are going to be a bottom team.
Yeah,
They're at the bottom, unfortunately.
Gym Class Heroes like picks you up to go out on a date, and like the car stalls, and you go see a movie that's just awful.
Yeah.
You get food poisoning. You end up
So,
hospitalized.
so
for 3
basically,
weeks.
it's a date that goes wrong. You order wine and it spills on your dress.
Yeah, and then like you drink the wine. It's a Merlot. Who the hell orders Merlot?
What the hell
Credit
is-
card
what
gets
is a
declined.
Merlot?
You don't have
Get
any
out of my
cash on
face.
you.
Yeah, you gotta cover them.
You got to dine and dash.
yeah,
You know that's Gym Class Heroes.
yeah.
Right.
And then like you go to the bathroom. You go to the bathroom and you're like, I'm just gonna freshen up for a second.
You know what?
Come out and they pull the naked man.
Yeah.
They pull the naked man. You're like, that's gonna work.
Or you go to the
you don't got
bathroom.
it. You don't got it.
Or you go
don't
to the
got it, Gym Class
bathroom.
Heroes.
Or you go to the bathroom and you think, do I even want to go back?
Yeah, it's like, is there a way
Is
I
there
can
a
escape
reason
the
for me?
window?
Is there a way? Like, can I get out of here? Yeah. So that's Gym
so-
Class Heroes.
By the way, I know our ours are going this way and this way
For
right
some
now,
reason.
for
Mine are
whatever
going
reason.
straight, so it's
You're
fine.
straight, but Peeze and I are going this way. Like we're looking at each other, but we're also looking at something else at the same time too.
That's why I keep asking, which team?
Which team?
Which team?
We the North and the Bay Area.
What's 14-6?
What's that 46? A football score? First half, yes.
That's the Tiger Cat score?
At least one game in FPF
Can we
was
go to the
14-6.
CFL game, please? Look at his face.
Straight up murder your
Can we make a
face.
GIF of that, please?
Can I just stab you in the leg?
Can we do a GIF of that, please?
A borderline amateur sport for the greatest game.
Can we do a GIF of that reaction to PC's?
Is it GIF or GIF?
It's GIF, no?
I go GIF.
I go GIF.
The creator of it says GIF though.
But
But he's
the
a
creator
jerk.
of it, GIF to me is peanut butter.
Me too. I love it too.
It's very good.
I like
the best
natural
one.
peanut
Is it-
butter.
are they
Nobody
the
cares
ones-
if you like
Are they
raw.
the ones who put the peanut on top? I don't like natural peanut butter. I feel like peanut butter to me is a treat. So
Yeah.
like, let me
No.
have
So
real
splurge.
peanut butter.
No, I like
Natural peanut
No,
butter
it's
sticks to
terrible.
your
It's
palate.
trash.
No,
Just
the
eat
oils,
peanuts.
man. It's just
Dirty.
Trash.
ferments in
Trash.
there,
Dirty.
man. You
Sliced to
shake
your
it
palate.
up.
Once you'd
It's
send.
just
Once
like
you'd send.
it's like
Once
having
you'd send.
sex. My
Would you
God,
go on
I
a
love
date
it.
with Gym Class Heroes?
You know
'Cause
what?
that's
Maybe
what,
I
that's
will.
what natural peanut butter is.
All right, well, let's go to TSN1 and find out what's going on here with this tech.
Well, if it
guy.
works, that would be fantastic. But
Yeah.
it's not
Cool.
working, so here we go.
Well, here we go. We got it. We got it.
Oh, no, still safe.
TSN3
Watch
supposed
live.
to have it. Yeah, it's watch live here. Let's go.
Watch.
Oh, there you go. Look
Who's
at
that guy?
Chris Cuthbert, Glenn Suter.
What is this?
There's
crap?
like family and friends at the Ticats game.
Wow, there's a total of 2,000 people there.
All right,
Bye,
PZ.
Peas.
Bye, Peeze.
Bye, Peeze.
All right, Peeze. We'll get back to you in a few
Okay, so what were the other teams on that list there, Mo?
Oh, we're going through the list right now. We're done with the list.
We did Gym Class
The
Heroes.
better division is what? Conference A or Conference B?
Ooh. Well, is Peeze actually dipping? Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
there.
he dipped.
I see Conference A. Conference A is the better.
All right,
better
fair enough
matchup.
then. Fair enough then. As Peasy will get back into the saddle, as he was very upset.
Conference A or Conference B?
C.
All right, fair.
Most
I'm going to go Conference A.
all right,
I like
most-
Conference A a lot.
Most likely to lose their first game is who? Is it Simon Says or Mercenaries?
Mercenaries.
Yeah, Mercenaries. Wait, but let's see the schedules.
That's also true. Watch them play each other next.
I think they play each other in June 30th, I think.
Look at Mo. Already
June
knows the date.
30th.
June 30th. Is that even a day?
What's the
Isn't
schedule?
there 29 days in June?
Can someone read the schedule?
Can this internet work
yeah,
properly?
no, my bad. They don't play each other till July 8th when Peasy will be long gone.
What's the schedule?
Peace
Okay, so here you go. Mercenaries have Jagerbomb next.
Okay.
Then they go Pineapple Express.
Okay.
All
I could see them lose to Jagerbomb.
Simon Says Commission. That's a very tough schedule. That's
Yeah,
five
That is
teams
pretty
all-
tough. Yeah,
They're going to
those
lose
are
2
five
games.
tough teams.
They lose 2 games.
I see them losing next.
What
time.
about Simon Says?
Simon Says by Faramonch.
By what?
Faramonch.
Faramonch.
Will
Why?
Isaiah Lard even bother Simon Dajne?
Sorry?
Will Isaiah Lard even bother
Of
Simon
course he
Dajne?
will.
I don't think
Of
so.
course.
Because Simon throws to the sidelines a lot, and he
Doesn't get
doesn't
sacked.
move in the
Does
pocket.
not move.
All right, here we go. Stoics.
Win.
Game Changers. Oof.
Ooh, that's a good game.
Ooh.
POP.
Win, probably.
That'll be feisty. Mercenaries is the game that they'll play.
Yeah.
And Gym Class Heroes.
So I think Simon Says will have less losses, but they will lose first because they're going to probably lose the Game Changers.
Okay, fair enough then. It is now time for...
Games of the week.
All right.
Is it?
As opposed to Games of the Strong?
Games of the
Games
month?
of the fortnight.
No, that's terrible. Eagle.
Bruh.
Games of the month.
Do you know what Fortnite means, Stefano?
Fortnite, no, and I do not care for that game.
It's less than a fortnight away, though.
It's true.
Fortnite away is in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Whatever
Mo
that
actually
means.
knows something.
Just like when Mercenaries will take on Simon Says.
Simon says.
Mo knows more about Fortnite than he does about cricket.
Can you hurry up and
It's
ask
true
us the
facts.
game of the week, guy?
The Commission versus All Hooks.
At
Ooh.
some
Oh,
point,
man.
Theo Levine's going to be back. I think he's back this week. Give me...
We could be wrong.
No, give me them.
Yeah, All Hooks is winning.
Give me the commission.
The Huffmen versus Junkyard Dogs.
Junkyard
it's-
Dogs.
Yeah, I think Junkyard
Why do you
Dog
keep
wins.
picking the worst teams?
Because
All
it's,
night.
it's a key game because both teams are outside the playoffs right now.
I'm pretty sure you just picked it because it was the next one on the list.
Next.
Sweat and Beers versus Past Our Prime.
Pastor Prime.
Yeah, POP.
In the battle of all the old people in FPF,
Against the young guys.
Pastor Prime. There's no young guys. It's just Rocco.
Steph.
Rocco.
That's my paisan right there.
Easy Jake Oven versus Dream Breakers.
Easy Jake.
Easy Jake.
Kevin Smoot 3 TDs.
I'm going to go with Easy Jake.
Kevin Smoot 3 TDs.
Okay, I'm taking the last one here. Backyard Bullies versus Glow Gang.
Bullies.
I see Glow Gang winning.
Can we get
I
the
want to go Bullies, but I think Logan will go.
Glow Gang.
could we get the Italian national anthem up, please?
Yeah.
Why?
It is now time for the Paisan of the week.
Oh,
It
Here we
should
go.
have been before the games of the week, but yes.
Let's find out. Here we go.
There
Here we go. Paisan of the week.
Singing along? Peace, sing along. Peace.
how would I
Sing
know?
along. Eagle, sing along. Mo, sing along. There are no words. Just do the beat with your mouth or whatever.
This is the second time I've heard the song now. Last time
Because
was
Eagle
last
played it
week.
prematurely before. My paisan of the week is Rocco Cristiano. And if I find out that he's not Italian, I will be very upset. But until then, he is considered my paisan of the week. He had a coming out party this week. He had 7 touchdowns. He had over 250 yards passing. He barely turned over the ball. He won with sweat and beers. That's my
Can we still
paisan
call
right
it a coming out party in 2019?
there. Yes. Because there are still people that have not come out of a good game of football.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Get your mind out of the gutter, sir.
Gutter?
All right, here we go.
He's
I got the.
I'm very proud of him.
Lyrics on demand. Mo, God, go for it.
Here we go.
Take
Ready?
us away.
Italy, di Mameli, Fratelli d'Italia, Italia di Stata, delle Alamos, di Scopio.
So we are very
Senza la
not. We are
testa,
not good at all with
Dovi la
national anthem.
Vittoria, something something. Roma,
Nice try, bro.
Idio Le Crio,
So that's my Paisan. Rocco keep killing it, and hopefully it works out.
Corte, Siam, Porti,
He's still going.
something, Italia, Chiamo.
Okay, peace. This Mo's not going to do it. Final words.
Oh, here you go. I have the English version. Ready?
Oh, wow. You could have just started with the English version.
Italy has awoken, bound a scorpion helmet upon her head. Where is victory? Let her bow down, for God created her a slave of Rome.
But it does not go with the beat. Final words, peace.
1712?
Maybe.
Connecticut Estate, it's over.
Is it?
I just jinxed the.
Every time you say that, they miss a shot. You're the worst.
Hashtag
the worst.
town. Hashtag the town. That was awful.
That was awful. It was very.
Pick 6. Boom.
Oh!
Pascal Siakam. It does.